You are now listening to WSN Wolf Sports Network, live from the University of West Georgia in Carrollton, now in Odyssey Station.
In the city of dreams, three friends.
I just took the bias out of it. I took the bias
fine.
out of it.
In college, what made Johnny Manziel so electrifying, how he got those big plays, was he would snap the ball, wait for the play to break down, and then make the play.
Where you get to meet some of West Georgia's greatest stars.
Maybe this can be a debate for another day, but I'm a big Jordan guy.
Same
I
here. Good.
don't know if those are fighting words or not. But
Feeling good. It's just an honor to be here. Anytime you get to share the platform with the GOAT, Cole Fisher, it means you might be an athlete.
And don't forget, triple play.
All had three separate lists.
love to hear it.
I am going to go with Georgia State versus Baylor in my number one.
So grab a drink
And some popcorn. And get ready to enjoy the show.
This is Triple Threat. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Triple Threat. It is a beautiful Friday morning here in the City of Dreams, Carrollton, Georgia. Boys, you excited for the show today?
Yes, and this time we actually found Jason.
We did. He's
I'm
here in his
here.
seat.
Hi, guys.
Finally. Yeah, hey Jason.
Hey, guys. All right, well, we are pumped for this show, and let's get it started with some West Georgia sports.
And your Wolves are on the run.
What a go-to stager.
Dude, our stagers are they're elite.
They're different.
Elite.
Yes, sir.
Well, yet again, I feel like we're going to say this every Friday. We have a very, very busy weekend here in Carrollton.
Show
Got
enough.
a lot going on for the Athletics. But first and foremost, this football team has another game at Rollin Field, a university stadium. What a beautiful place, against the Southern Utah Hawks, Falcons? I don't really know what their mascot
Thunderbirds,
is.
I think.
Thunderbirds. Dun, dun, dun. Jason, I'm going to kick it to you. What does West Georgia have to do to win this football game?
Get in the end zone.
Yeah.
Score more points than the other team.
Dude, what a genius.
My
Those
goodness,
are
he's
definitely
smart.
the two biggest things that we need to do. But seriously, I think that Quincy Casey under center, he did, and we saw it against Shorter. Now, I know Shorter isn't necessarily the greatest competition that we could have went against. They were our homecoming game after all. But there was an energy around the team. Like, they were having fun, and that's something I love about the team anyways, is they have fun no matter what. Also, we're third in sacks per game.
Yes, sir.
So, like,
Oh, third in the FCS.
Yeah,
first
yeah,
in
third
conference.
in
My
FCS,
bad.
yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
yes. So, like, you know, the defense is there. The defense needs to play like the defense can play. And if this offense plays at its full potential, that's what it's going to take to win.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about Quincy Casey, and there's like a spark there with him being there. I just want to mention he's thrown for 804 yards just from one being a start, and then the other two times him being subbed in later in the game or whenever the points were. So really, he's helped spark this offense and helped Dane Stevens out there with his play calling. Really, the one thing I want to see is just the little minor mistakes we had last week with the drop touchdown passes. Because I'm pretty sure if we didn't drop those touchdown passes, we would have won that game 63-10. I literally have it on my phone, a beautiful video of Dylan Carey freaking dropping a beautiful ball. Is it? What?
It was Mello.
It was Mello in the end zone? Yeah.
Mello and then Seth.
No. Yeah, there was two
Oh,
of
there were
them
two?
back to back.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
back
No,
to
this
back.
was in the third quarter when I got it.
Back-to-back plays where we had drop touchdowns. I was appalled. That was insane.
But still.
And at this level, you do not see two back-to-back plays drop touchdown
I
passes.
mean, literally the first one was Mello dropping it. Then the next one, the first one was a tight end streak against cover 3 and literally wide open for the tight end, drops it. Then you have him drop that. It was just, that's a little thing they got to fix right there.
I'm a Florida State fan. I'm numb to that pain. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I really love the extra dimension that Quincy gives this offense with
He's
his
our Lamar
legs, right?
Jackson. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, I mean, he's amazing. He adds that dual threat ability
Perhaps a
to the
triple threat?
offense, but the triple threat. What if they ran the triple option? Then we could call it the triple threat. But I got to get real about this West Georgia team. We're still 2-5.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been a different team since Quincy came in the second half against Central Arkansas, but we're a 2-5 team. This Shorter team was definitely a homecoming game. They're one of the weaker Division II teams. So, yes, we won 41-13 on homecoming. It's a big deal. There is momentum that comes with that.
Stats.
Yeah, it's good for momentum. It's good, makes us feel nice, but they're still not that crazy of competition.
Well, we're still looking for our first conference win for football.
And that's what I'm saying. This is the game that says, okay, is this a different team? Because this is a Southern Utah team that they're not terrible. I mean, they're pretty comparable to us, and I think that if we go out there, we can win this game. Then, in my mind, I will say this is a different football team than that 1-5 team we saw earlier, and this is the team that's going to go out there and get us some W-wubbies.
Absolutely.
But in other news, we got a pretty big game for the women's soccer team this week. John, I'm going to kick it to you because we love talking about this women's soccer team.
Yep.
What's going on for them?
Tonight, or is it? Yeah, tonight is their
tonight.
last game, and they are playing. I got it up right here. Queens. It is the final game of the season for the women's soccer team. Just go out there, have fun for the seniors. Congratulations on finishing out your career and all that. At the end of the day, it is a big accomplishment. So congratulations to y'all, and just go have fun against Queens, and just go play your hearts out. That's what I gotta say.
Jason?
Absolutely, and yeah, I don't think we need to go in depth or talk about the success or failure of this team.
Yeah.
I know we've been hard on them. Everybody, mainly probably around this whole entire campus, has been. But I just want to take this moment to really show them appreciation. Like you were saying, John, they just transitioned to Division I. Nobody had any expectations, so they did not fail our expectations. No expectation, no bar was set. In fact, I love this. Setting the bar low sets the generations and generations behind them to just go and raise that bar. Also, shout out to women's soccer. It's my sister's birthday today. A avid soccer player herself. So
shout out.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Jenna.
birthday.
Happy
Absolutely.
birthday.
Yeah, this game really, it hasn't been the season we wanted. So just go out there, get the girls the dub, send the seniors off.
Get another ASUN win.
Exactly.
I mean, at least they have an ASUN conference
They
win,
do have
which
an
is a
ASUN
great
win,
thing.
but send the seniors off with a
high
smile on
note.
their
Yeah,
face, right? Give them a
exactly.
high note. Just go get this. Win it for the fans. Win it for the seniors. Win it for yourselves. Just go do something for us.
Just go have fun.
Hey, also to
Exactly.
that, they got the first home conference win in UWG Division I history.
Take some
Yeah.
pride
So
there.
that's
Yeah,
pretty-
definitely
that's
take some
pretty big.
pride there.
And then really quickly, volleyball yet again has an away game today at the University of North Alabama, and then Sunday at Central Arkansas. We know it's kind of been they've been on a slippery little slope recently.
Yes, they have.
4 straight losses, but they can use this weekend. They can get momentum. If they can win one or both of these away games, that would be huge for this team. So I think that's enough for the University of West Georgia. I think we're good there. I do think it
Gina,
is
come
time
play for us.
for triple play.
It's time for triple play.
There's one, there's two, and there's three. A triple play.
That's such a good sound. A triple play.
We're just goated with the stagers, boys.
Goated with the sauce.
Goated with the sauce. All right. This week for triple play, I'm going to let Jason Barker
Oh, that was my week.
give us a little inside scoop of what's going on for our triple play.
Yes. John, that's for Snake Your Case. But, yes, our triple play today, we are talking about 3 iconic NFL MVP seasons. Okay, I don't know if you're calling this recent history or 2000.
I would say from 2000s
or
onward,
early
yeah.
2000s on. All right, our 3 seasons are going to be 2013 Peyton Manning, 2007 Tom Brady, and 2011 Aaron Rodgers. John, what do you got?
Man, I've been a little bit under the weather, so my list isn't really fine-tuned in my head. I'm just going to go off what I think in my head. That's all I'm going off of today. I think I'm going to put Peyton Manning number 1. Or you want me to go 3-2-1? That's too late. I'm already in the 1.
Well spoiled.
I think I'm going to go Man, I don't know. My 2 and 3 are it's very I'm going to go Tom Brady 2, Aaron Rodgers 3. So our current list that's what we have right now. So that's my list.
Daggum, John. I'm going at number 3, Aaron Rodgers. Number 2, Tom Brady. Number 1, Peyton Manning.
Okay. Jason, what do you got? What do you got, Hubba Bubba?
Okay, boys.
Did we do it again?
Just because I want to play devil's advocate.
Okay, do it.
Yeah, just because I want to play devil's advocate, and there is a case. I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers 2011 in my 3 spot. I will go Peyton Manning, 2013 with a 2. And again, I will be Tom Brady, 2007, number 1.
Elaborate.
Oh, yeah, please
Okay.
elaborate on why Tom Brady's number 1.
All right. So mainly because I want to play devil's advocate, but I do want to paint
Don't
his
use
case.
that as a scapegoat.
I want to paint his case, okay? His case is that there has been three 50-plus touchdown seasons in history. Who was the first one to do it? It was Tom Brady. It was Tom Brady in 2007, in fact. All right, his statistics. He had a 117.2 passer rating. He threw for over 4,800 yards. He had 50 touchdowns to 8 interceptions.
How many interceptions?
8.
What?
No way,
interceptions.
8?
Okay. He was the first one, like I said, to throw for 50 touchdowns. He, at the time, had the record for most points scored by a team in a season at 589. That was later broken by Peyton Manning in 2013. But I think that he should be number 1 because he blazed the trail. He changed the game of throwing the ball. You know, like teams were not throwing as much. What do you
mean by he changed the game by throwing the ball? Are you talking about like he didn't throw over the middle of the field because someone named Ray Lewis was there as middle linebacker? Or are we talking like he actually had dynamic route runners and he was getting the ball to everyone else?
I think he's just saying that the passing game wasn't quite as...
Yeah,
Wasn't
the
used quite as
passing game
often.
wasn't quite as prevalent
Okay.
or as important.
You're saying a more
to
gun
to a
scheme
team.
starting to open up because of
it
him.
was like more the mentality like we're going to go out there, we're going to score every drive no matter what kind of mentality. You didn't really see that in the NFL. It was really like methodical, putting,
It was old
drives
school.
together. More old school. He definitely changed the game to offense, score touchdown. Every time he was stepping out on that field, he wanted 6. And so he really did change the game, and he blazed the trail for those guys that came after him. That now we're seeing 400 yards thrown per game and 350, and that's not unusual.
Right.
That's not unusual these days.
Yeah. Did you talk about the undefeated part too?
I did not talk about the
Yeah,
undefeated
let's
part.
say.
Yeah, he went undefeated
did
that
go
season
undefeated.
until the Super Bowl, of
Yeah,
course.
until that
Eli
gracious
Manning,
Super Bowl.
funny enough, is his Achilles heel. But that's also the case. So, yeah, he was definitely the leader of that team. He had Randy Moss. Randy Moss and him built that iconic connection right there.
Actually,
And-
my coach Jacobs, my running backs coach, was on that team when they beat the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
He was on the Giants, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's
He's on the Giants
yeah.
team. Yeah. I'll
Shout out to you, Coach
provide.
Jacobs.
I'll provide a little insight of why I and myself and John think that Peyton Manning was number 1, and that for me is just more statistically. Peyton Manning had one of, if not the best, quarterback seasons of all time. I mean, that
100%.
offense, that 2013 Denver offense, until they met the Legion of Boom, was insane. I mean, he had 5,477 yards. He averaged 342 yards a game, 55 passing touchdowns to 10 interceptions. He balled out. I mean, Peyton Manning was insane. I feel like people don't give him enough credit because he was in that same era of Tom Brady, but I think Peyton Manning was like 2 Super Bowls away from being the GOAT, which is a lot. It's a lot to say, but he was in quite a few Super Bowls, and I really love Peyton Manning, but he just balled out. Like, to me, those stats just say, yeah, this is, out of these 3, the best.
Yeah, the stats just prove it for itself.
Yeah. They didn't go undefeated, which I do think is big for Tom Brady because leading an NFL team to an undefeated season and going to the Super Bowl is absolutely insane. It doesn't happen often at all. So I think that this season from Peyton Manning with almost 5,500 yards, 55 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions. That's, you take out the you cancel out interceptions and touchdowns. He has 45 touchdowns with no picks. Like, that's just wild.
Gosh.
But John, why Aaron Rodgers in the 3 spot?
Why Aaron Rodgers in the 3 spot? I know it was a very impressive season, but what we were talking about before the show, who was the guy that had a much better season than him that season? Not that Aaron Rodgers had a wonderful season in 2011, but we're talking about Drew Brees, right? How he won the Offensive Player of the Year, put up more yards, very similar touchdowns, more higher interceptions, and I mean, it's still very good. It's his, it's his first MVP, second Pro Bowl. But I think for the significance of these seasons and stuff, I see more of the undefeated Tom Brady and the way Peyton Manning played just sets a higher bar to me in my mind.
Higher bar than winning the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough, but
You're just getting the mind going.
Dude,
Because that Super Bowl is big. Like that Super Bowl is what separates him from Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I may have looked at this wrong. Huh, I don't know, but still. I may have looked at this.
Second guessing.
You got me. Well, no, I'm going to still stick with my list, but I don't know. It just, I mean, I didn't really have much time to dive into Aaron Rodgers here, but that's what we were talking about earlier. And it's just, to me, I don't wrong. Aaron Rodgers is one heck of a quarterback other than right now, Fortnite crawling on the field. But, I mean, this is when you really start to see him open up and all that. But it's just it's a tough argument. I don't know. I was very, as you saw me, I was very back and forth right there.
Yeah, man, I thought you were gonna
pick.
be so confident with your Aaron Rodgers in the 3 spot. I said, what about the Super Bowl? And man, I got you second guessing.
Yeah, you got me second guessing a little bit.
Aaron Rodgers, to his credit, was the only one out of these 3 to obviously win the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers that year. Also, some interesting statistics from Aaron Rodgers that year is that he led the league in yards per attempt. So he wasn't just checking it down. Also, he had the highest passer rating between Tom Brady and Peyton Manning at 122.5. So not only did he have a higher passer rating, he was also slinging the ball.
He was.
His yards per attempt, like his passing yards per attempt was, or like air yards, I guess, was over 10. So like he wasn't checking it down every time. So that's kind of insane. Now Drew Brees, yes.
Yeah, Drew Brees.
He almost threw for almost over 1,000 more yards than Aaron Rodgers did that season. I mean, the only case I feel like is different is the postseason run, and Drew Brees threw 14 interceptions to 46 touchdowns.
Yeah.
As opposed to 45 to 6 interceptions.
Yeah, before I kick it right back to John, I do think like in my opinion, this Aaron Rodgers season is absolutely insane because of the efficiency. But the only reason that I have him at the 3 spot is because simply that year for the MVP race, he wasn't necessarily unanimous, right? Like Manning and Brady were nearly unanimous. I think Manning was unanimous, and then Tom Brady would have been unanimous except for one vote given to Brett Favre in 2007, which is just wild. But I think the battle between Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees having the season that he did have just kind of puts a little bit of a damper on the dominance that Aaron Rodgers had because there was somebody else dominating just as much as he was that season. But I saw John sticking his
so here's the thing.
Brain.
Using this brain, whatever,
scares me.
something that sits on top of my head and my noggin. StatMuse did not give me, it only gave me the regular season stats. It did not give me his postseason stats or anything, no postseason games. So that's why I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking, like, not so fast, my friend.
Yeah.
But it.
Is it enough to change the list of John Howley?
I've done it. I've done it once before, back on the old Spotify platform.
Yeah, I've done it before.
I've done it before. Is it enough to change? Would that mean we would all have the same one? No, we wouldn't have the same one. It's different.
Yeah.
Is it enough to change because he ended up winning the Super Bowl?
No, if you do that, then you really got to understand like the team around him.
I
think
I'd have to take more time to
Right.
break it down and really end up coming to a consensus on it because it's all 3 very impressive seasons. I think for right now, keep the list the same. I'd have to go. I like to go watch some tape. I got to go back and watch some tape and see what I really see there because if I watch tape and I see what I like, then maybe I will change it. But we'll figure that out sooner than later.
Yeah, and one thing that just like this list just makes me think about is how lucky we were to grow up with
To
the
be
era
alive
of
doing
quarterbacks that we did. I mean, Drew Brees,
Right.
Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, all of these guys, like Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, like we got the greatest era of quarterback play in NFL history, without a doubt.
And now it's like continuing to go on.
It is,
Now we have guys, Josh Allen. We have Patty Mahomes, who's not having the greatest year. Lamar Jackson.
The GOAT Jackson.
The fantasy goat. I mean, so, and then like guys like C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
And freaking Jaden Daniels. Like, holy cow.
You got the young
what's
guys
his face
coming
in
up.
Chicago
Caleb
is making
Williams.
Chicago look
What's
good.
his face is so
Caleb
good.
Williams, #1 overall pick. He is making Chicago look good.
The
Something
future
that a
looks
quarterback
bright.
could not do. So, and who knows how long.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I completely agree with you.
No, the future looks bright for the NFL. I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing from all the rookies, and really we're just ended up seeing, we're just seeing a lot of fun stuff here. Yes, Jason.
And to my number one overall point, the man who blazed that trail. We might not be seeing all this if it wasn't for 2007 Brady. My number one guy, go Brady, go ball.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't ever said those words in my life.
Yeah,
but
it's just great that we got to witness like this era of quarterback play. This is what we grew up in, and now we're just seeing it continue with all of those absolute dogs in the NFL and in college football. I mean, it's insane. We got Juju here at Carrollton High School just friggin' lighting it up every Friday night. But we're going to go to a quick song break. When we come back, we have yes, I did get the song break right. So proud of myself. We'll be back with a very interesting Snake Your Case.
We are Triple Threat. Thank you for tuning in.
Chase, Andrew, love you guys. Jackson Vols, all love you guys. We will see you all next.
Same cast, same segments, brand new season. Season 4 of Sports Out of Pocket, coming fall 2024, every Wednesday at 5 on Wolf Sports Network.
It's time. To snake your case. Now, if you noticed, before we went into our song break, I said a very special,
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
snake
Spooky.
your case. So, with it being spooky season and the fact that our next episode is after Halloween, I wanted to throw a little Halloween little theme into this Snake Your Case, and I somehow got these two hooligans to trust me by making Snake Your Case a surprise. So none of us have notes.
We didn't trust you. I feel like
They don't trust
trust.
No, I trust
it was forced.
I
I'm
trust
gonna say you trust me to make it look a little better on my part. However, I wanted to do a Snake Your Case that'll cause some controversy. That'll cause us some good little conversation. So boys.
Oh no.
The topic for Snake Your Case will be
I have something in speculation.
the best Halloween candy.
That's what I was thinking. Heck yeah. No,
Off the dome.
Oh, let's go!
No.
So off the
It's
dome.
gonna be
I got some
good.
controversies
No searching or
now.
anything.
Before we kick it off, I do want to give John. He pulled the upset of the century.
Oh my
This man
goodness.
actually won a Snake Your
won.
Case voting on Instagram.
Hey man,
Who knew?
Puddles,
Pigs are
Bevo,
flying.
Benny the Bull, Blue. Shout out y'all.
So
Y'all
I'd like to
goes
thank
for
my Lord
real.
and Savior Jesus Christ for this opportunity.
Hey man, I'm just here so I won't get fined. All right.
But anyway, John, you're in uncharted waters. You won a Snake Your Case.
Yeah, I know.
Which means
Uncharted
you
waters
get to
is
choose
crazy.
the order. So what is this order gonna be?
All right. You know what? This order's gonna. Oh, you know what? You go first.
Okay.
I go second. Jason goes last.
Okay.
So sweet of him.
I'll go first.
I couldn't
Halloween
go first. I was like, I feel like it'd be. I don't know.
John.
So hold on. Here's the real question: how many candies are we gonna draft?
We're gonna go a little overboard. We're gonna do five
Five
each.
candies?
Yes,
We're
doing
dropping
5
15 candies today?
15 total candies now. I think that's enough stalling for me.
I'm not
'Cause
gonna
I don't have
search
any notes
anything.
either. I haven't done much.
Okay.
I'm going off the dome. I wanted to make it fair at least. So for my first,
Yeah, your first pick,
Oh
man.
no.
Hold on, we're allowing
Halloween.
king sizes. That's what I want to make.
Hey,
Oh.
whoa.
No, I'm
Oh.
asking. Like, are we king size? No king size? You know?
I'm going to go with my favorite Halloween candy,
Yeah.
a Twix.
Ooh,
I'm a big Twix guy.
I like
Twix
that.
is good. Twix is good.
I like that a
Oh
lot.
man, there's not gonna be any wrong way to go.
I know,
I
that's the
mean-
thing.
Golly.
Yeah.
Man, all right. So now it's to me. Man, Twix is a very good pick. I wasn't.
Yeah,
even
I need
thinking
to go a little safe there. I have some. I don't even know if
I
they're
was safe.
I don't even know if I have some.
I don't
hot
know.
I
takes,
like
but-
going safe with my first picks generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna go,
Brock Bowers.
you know what? Brock Bowers is Halloween candy. All right. You know what? I'm gonna just roll with it because it's one of my favorites. Give me a cookies and cream Hershey's bar.
Ooh.
Man, well, all right. Hey, do a little review. Y'all can do a review because the king size candy bar thing. That's a good question.
Yeah, I
Are we
don't
just
think we're
doing
gonna go
candy?
king
so
size.
Okay.
now my
Because that nerfs that makes it a little too good.
so
Okay.
we're just gonna stick to
So-
regular.
Just stick to
okay.
the candy.
Fun
Yeah.
size.
So
Fun
with
size.
that, I feel like that's a little bit of a bold pick. I'm gonna go a little bit more safer. I get 2 picks, right?
You get 2
Yes.
picks.
Cool. I'm just gonna go with the regular Hershey bar.
Yeah, I thought about
because-
that.
Yeah, because you got to. And then I'm gonna go with a beloved candy bar, a Snickers.
Yeah.
Because it
Ooh.
satisfies.
Oh, that slid a little bit, dude. I thought Snickers was gonna be the second pick.
Yeah, I thought
love me
about
some
it.
Leave it to
Snickers.
John.
Yeah, leave it to me. Am I right? Gosh, you know what? I'm just gonna go with another personal favorite here. It's a candy shade and I love, and just give me Heath bar.
Heath bar.
Ew.
Ew, dude.
Ew.
That
Excuse
is
me.
terrible.
I wouldn't have picked it that soon, but a Heath bar, in my opinion,
Dude,
is a top
I'm
tier
just
candy.
going with my
That
favorites.
loses. It doesn't matter what you pick for the
Hey,
rest of
Jason,
this draft.
you know what? It's our opinions,
Oh.
man.
Jason loves
It's in our-
beefing with
he,
you,
he
man.
just loves saying all my picks suck. So
All right. So I get 2 picks now. First one, I'm gonna go with Skittles because I love Skittles. I
Very good.
love
Snapple
Skittles.
apple. Frick.
And my second pick for this one, I'm going to go with probably my all-time favorite fruity candy, watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Dude, that is such a good pick. That is such a good pick.
that is.
Man.
So
Okay.
then it's back to
I
me.
like hearing that from Jason
It's
because all
back to
John's
me.
hearing is that's terrible.
Dude.
Hey, I only tell him that his terrible picks are terrible.
Yeah.
So it's back to me. Yeah. Well then you mentioned Sour Patch there, so go ahead and give me Sour Patch.
Okay.
Copycat.
Yeah, I know.
That's
All
a good
right.
safe pick for you. You needed that
Yeah,
one.
I needed it.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a beloved. You know, we've gone with a little bit of a Scooby theme a little bit here and there. I'm going to go with Scooby-Doo gummies.
Dude,
Scooby gummies. Scooby-Doo gummies are a deep pull.
So good.
Uh-huh.
Dude,
Scooby
lunch
gummies.
in elementary school, going and buying those Scooby-Doo gummies and getting
Dude.
the blue Scooby-Doo. Real ones know about the blue
Real
Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo.
gummy.
And then another one that fell. I don't know. Listen, y'all call me out. I'm just thinking about if I'm a little boy, you know, I'm knocking on the door, I'm getting candy. When I'm looking in my bag, what I'm excited for afterwards, I'm excited to see the Gushers in there.
Ooh.
I never
Are
had
we
Gushers.
counting Gushers?
I never got
it's a-
Gushers.
Those
It's
are
a gummy.
candy.
I mean, it's
a
a
gummy.
gummy. No,
Okay.
I'll count it.
I
I'm
got
saying
Gushers.
every
I don't know
time
what
I
they
did
were doing
trick or
in your
treating,
hometown. We never got Gushers.
I never
Really?
got Gushers.
Really?
Oh,
No.
dude, because even if there's one pack, like that is the king of the bag right there.
All right.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I never got Gushers.
I'm already.
Especially,
Oh wait, no, it's not even my turn. Next
It's
time.
a Gushers packet with the assorted,
Yeah.
assorted colors.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what's up.
Man.
All right, John. This is a big pick for you.
It is, I guess. I mean,
This could
heck,
determine
I'm
second and
just
third
lucky
place.
enough that I won one last week. So,
Don't be one and done, John.
nah, you know what?
Be a
My-
dynasty.
one-hit wonder.
Be the dynasty.
Be the dynasty, you say? I'm picking
His
between two in my
noises.
head. Yeah, I'm not sounding. I don't sound, normal right now.
It's a shot clock.
Ooh, you know what? Mike and Ike's.
Mike it.
I don't know.
I don't know if this is gonna be a dynasty.
I like Mike and Ike's. Don't get me wrong. They're good. They're good.
I mean,
All right.
is
Now
that
this
four
one,
again?
this
These are your
pick.
last two
Four.
picks?
These are my last two picks.
Yeah.
But this candy bar, my mom and we used to go to the dollar store just to get these.
All right, I got.
Give me a 100 grand bar.
Dude, that's a
Real
great
ones
pick.
know how
Great
good those
pick.
are.
Great pick.
100 grand bar. Oh man, and now I gotta go with this last pick. I'm trying to think. What should
Hey,
this one
for the
be?
record, I didn't like that pick, John.
Fair
Well,
enough.
that's
You
your
don't
fault.
like. You don't like any of my
You don't like
picks.
good candy.
You don't like
My
puddles.
last
You don't like
pick.
my picks.
This one is something I got in my stocking every year during Christmas, and I also
Really?
get it every time I go to Olive Garden. And I go to leave Olive Garden. I get these on Halloween sometimes, and the little chocolate mint thingies individually wrapped. I'm going with those. Real ones know how good those are.
That's interesting. I like it though. You know what?
I had to go a little.
You know
reach
what?
into the
For
bag
my
real quick.
last pick, give me Kit Kats.
Kit Kat, that's a good one.
Oh,
I didn't even think-
Kit Kat
Now there's
fell.
one that if it doesn't get picked, there's one that if it doesn't get picked,
It's got to go first honorable mention. Right
first
there.
honorable mention. But I would be shocked if Jason doesn't pick it right here.
Well,
What would it be?
there's
Here, show
only
me.
one. Okay. There's only one obvious one. It's not what my personal favorite is, but I think I know what y'all are talking about.
I don't know.
Today, we're going to go with the last pick, the Reese's
Yeah.
Peanut Butter
Yeah.
Cup.
Okay.
I was about to
good.
say
Reese's
it would be
Peanut Butter Cup.
criminal. I don't like peanut butter, so that's why I
Right.
didn't pick it. But it
Right.
would have been criminal if one
Right.
of you didn't pick it.
What I was going to pick until you said that, because I actually wasn't thinking about Reese's. What I was about to pick was Nerds.
Oh,
I had
So-
Twizzlers
I don't
ready
think I
to
spelled
go.
Reese's right. I can't figure out how to spell
All right,
that.
so
It's
then
okay.
what are-
Physical
what-
education.
Run over our list.
So I have
Yeah.
2 chocolates.
So here are the list. Hear ye. Jason started with Hershey bar, Snickers, Scooby-Doo
3
gummies,
chocolates.
Gushers, and Reese's.
No, that is really good. I like. Man, this makes me want Halloween candy now.
I picked Twix, Skittles, Watermelon Sour Patch, the 100 grand bar, and then the little Andy chocolate mint things.
Yeah.
And
Those
then
are good.
John, Cookies and Cream Hershey's, a Heath bar, Sour Patch, Mike and Ike's, and Kit Kats.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, John,
Now,
redeem yourself with an honorable mention.
redeem myself with an honorable mention.
Yep.
I don't think it's redeeming at least, but Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Twizzlers.
Oh, I love Twizzlers.
that was
Oh,
one of the
yes,
ones I had
wish-
ready to go.
I wish there was room on this board for me to get some Twizzlers.
We got
because I love
Twizzlers.
some
JB.
Twizzlers. Hey,
JB, what you got?
it's
as
not
an
an honorable
mention?
mention, but I'm just going to talk about it. Black licorice, overhated.
You like? You
Over-
want? You
I'm
like
not even going to
no,
write that down
no,
for honorable
Jason,
mention because it makes
Jason.
me want to
I
throw
didn't
up.
say it was an honorable
Do
mention.
you
I'm
like
just
black
saying.
licorice? Is my
Yeah,
question.
do you
Listen,
like black? That's
I wouldn't pick it over
Don't
regular
go around to
licorice.
yes or no question.
But if it was given to
Yes
me
or no, do
and
you
I
like
ate
it?
it, I could enjoy a couple pieces of
No,
black
I can
licorice.
That's
look.
so
Yeah.
gross.
Look, I like black licorice,
That's
but
so
would I
gross.
put in anything Halloween wise?
No.
No, unless you're a devil child.
Black
if you're a devil child,
licorice
all
is
you're getting is a black
disgusting.
licorice
All
from
right,
me.
all right. Hey, listen,
That's
I
the
wasn't.
equivalent of coal.
I wasn't bold. That's crazy. I wasn't bold enough to put it on my list because I know it's so polarizing. But one of my all-time favorite Halloween candies is candy corn. I love
like candy corn.
I love
candy
it,
corn.
but I eat too much of it, and then I'm just. Oh.
Oh, I love candy
That's how
corn.
I am after any
Dude.
candy. I gotta go with an honorable mention here that I don't even know if it's that crazy, and I don't know how many people have like actually had this.
Yeah.
But it's these little lollipops that you can only get like during. I think you can only get during the fall, but they're like caramel apple lollipops.
Oh yeah,
Have
yeah.
y'all
yeah.
ever
I know
had
you're
those?
talking about.
Yeah, it's like the green apple
yeah.
lollipop
Oh,
with the
yeah,
caramel
yeah,
swirl
yeah.
on it. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
those
yeah.
are pretty good.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me,
What about old Milk Duds?
Milk Duds. Dude is looking at pictures.
I know, I am. Well, at this point, like I
candy.
haven't
Yeah,
looked
right.
at anything.
Milk Duds are good.
So
I personally am not a fan of Milk Duds. You know, when it comes to candy, I'm more of a gummy kind of guy. More
Yeah,
of a
I'm the same way.
M&Ms.
sour gummy, like anything kind of like
How
that.
did we forget M&Ms?
Oh, the mini M&Ms in the tubes. Oh,
How did we
M&Ms
forget
falling off. That would have been
M&Ms?
such a much better pick than Reese's.
I'm gonna take responsibility. I
Shoot.
picked Andy's over M&M's. I will take full
Shoot.
responsibility
Did you
for that.
did you have a list and everything, Schrader?
No, I didn't
That
have
is
a
the
list.
biggest miss of the draft by
See,
far.
that's when it's fun when we don't have a list because that's the stuff we do.
I mean, I literally went, like
Dang,
you
that
saw
is
me.
a
I didn't
huge
go to the
miss.
computer till now.
Yeah, I know.
Straight from
Because-
the dome.
M&Ms, man.
Because I guarantee you almost that regular M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms, and those mini little M&Ms that come in the tubes all probably would have been drafted.
Oh, and can
Because
I
that's
give
kinda crazy.
a quick shout out to one of the most hated candies on Halloween? I'm not saying it's gonna be an honorable mention.
Razor blades,
No. Almond Joys and Mounds.
almond joy.
That was a huge
I like Mounds.
dislike.
I just don't like almond joy.
I see. I don't know. I've always been told, and like from where I'm from, nobody likes those on Halloween.
I'm not a big nut guy, but what I am big on is Three Musketeers.
Yes, sir.
I
You know. That's an honorable
love
mention right
Three
there. You know what you're
Musketeers.
talking
You
about.
freeze a Three Musketeers bar, put it in the freezer, and that is insane. Freeze a Three Musketeers bar. Freeze. Oh, y'all ever had frozen Rolos?
I was gonna say,
Why did we forgot about Rolos, dude?
And Laffy Taffy. Nobody said Laffy Taffy yet. I'm a big
Yeah.
Laffy Taffy
Dang.
guy. I'm a big banana Laffy Taffy guy.
Banana
Oh,
Laffy Taffy is the
Banana
best
Laffy
Laffy
does
Taffy.
hit.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
I feel like a scholar talking
Dude,
about candy. This
everybody's
makes me
gonna
feel
leave
smart.
Triple Threat and go to the grocery store and buy Halloween candy. Please don't. Do that some other time. Do that this weekend.
Dude, I feel like my parents are probably going, "Oh crap, we forgot to get Halloween candy."
Yeah, here's your friendly reminder to
Go
everybody.
get Halloween candy.
Yeah.
And don't get healthy stuff. Do not be those people.
If all things, at least give a water, but that's it.
Yeah. Don't get the healthy stuff.
Well,
This
we-
is where diabetes needs to be celebrated. Halloween.
Only a few times a year.
Only a few times a year, and Halloween is 4 of them.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I still have Halloween candy from last year sitting
No
in
way.
the camper right now. And that always
Trick or
happens.
treating.
Huh?
You know what?
No, I don't remember. Oh, oh wait.
You know
No,
what?
maybe it's Easter
my goodness.
candy.
You know what
Maybe
Halloween
it's
candy?
Easter
Or it's like
candy.
starting to rotate in there. Little small packages of sweet tart ropes.
Dude, those are good.
Dude, sweet tart ropes are
Dude, what
so
are,
good.
what are those things? The nerd gummy clusters.
yeah.
Oh,
Those are
nerd
pretty
gummy
good,
clusters
too.
slap. But
Those
what?
are
And like the
new.
nerd gummy ropes.
Yeah.
So the nerd gummy ropes they're not. I prefer a cluster over the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
any gummy bro, you got me. Hey, what are those?
Hairy
what's
bro,
that?
Hairy bro gummies.
yeah, the gummy
We forget.
bears.
Yeah, we forget about the Hairy bro
Those are
gummy
alright.
bears.
Those are my favorite.
What are those ropes called that are like the little white? I mean, not the little red like ropes with the white filling
Sweet
inside
tart?
of them.
Those are the
Sweet
sweet
tart
tart ones,
ropes.
right?
Those sweet tart ropes.
Yeah,
Is
those
that
are
what
pretty
those
good.
are?
Yeah, that's
those
what
are
I was
pretty good.
That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about.
Those
are
Honorable
pretty
mention. They're so good.
Well, that right there was
Oh
that was
my
a
goodness.
pretty fun snake your case.
Yeah, I like it a
I
lot.
got a little bit of
Now,
a sweet tooth.
I want a little bit of crowd action here. I want y'all, if you're on YouTube, on the stream, or when you see us on Instagram, please tell us your favorite Halloween candy.
And
Get a
vote
little-
for whoever you want.
yeah, and vote for whoever you want that is named Jackson Schrader.
Ha 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 ha.
Now, I see. I'm so funny. I just make these guys laugh.
Jason, I like how we did that right there.
Now, we're going to go to a quick song break. I do want to remind y'all during the song break, we are a radio station first. So if you want to go to wolfsportsnetwork.com and listen, please feel free to do that. We will see y'all in a couple minutes.
Listen to our tunes.
This is Jackson Schrader, and you're listening to Triple Threat, now live on Wolf Sports Network, Fridays from 11 to 12.
YouTube, as you can see right there, we are absolutely jamming out. We are cranking up some Everlong by Foo Fighters on wolfsportsnetwork.com. Go there, click the pay button, catch the last tail end of this song, and see Shader absolutely jam out. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned for This Weekend in Sports.
Fantasy football, fantasy football, fantasy football. Fantasy football, fantasy football, fantasy football. You need it.
This Weekend in Sports. Yet again, we just have one of the best stagers of all time. John and I cooked that up in about 2 minutes, and I love that
We also just
thing.
cooked listening to Everlong.
Dude, I play the air drums better than anybody else on the planet.
Hey, man,
all right,
not
fellas.
quite my tempo.
John low-key 8 is crazy.
It is going to be quite the weekend in sports. This weekend already started, technically. I don't know if Thursday counts as the weekend, but Thursday,
Somewhat.
last night, we had some pretty crazy stuff happen. First of all, I just want to give a little
Shout out yourself.
shout out to Jolly Ranchers. We apologize for not
oh
picking
my
you.
goodness,
That
what
was
a
kind of heavy
miss.
on our minds. We kind of
Huge
swung
miss.
and missed big time, looking like Javi Baez out there with that. But I think we got to talk about Thursday night football this week between the Vikings and the Rams. John, I'm going
Yo.
to kick it to you first.
Let me get my stats up.
What happened?
Well, looks like you and I brought the curse of 10 points back last night
Yes,
on
we did.
Sports Pack. I mean, Matthew Stafford went out there, and he obviously had all of his weapons. He had Kyron Williams. He had Puka Nacua. He had Cooper Kupp. And, I was here last night working on a project or whatever, and, our sports director, Richard Reed, was watching the game. Next thing I know, look over, and I was looking at this player right here. Matthew Stafford, duck, weave,
That was
boom,
insane.
slings it to Cooper Kupp in the end zone. So what I saw here is Matthew Stafford and the Rams, this was a trap game, and the Vikings got trapped, and, the Rams just played a hard football game, so.
Now, maybe you could call that a trap game if Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp weren't playing, but, that's a completely different team with those two players playing.
But they were
completely different.
2-4 as of last night, so.
Yeah, playing, the whole season without Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua.
That's still whatever.
But
no
I will
point
say
to
the
argue.
biggest, I don't think you mentioned it, but the biggest deal about yesterday, the one that everybody's talking about, yep, Schrader's doing it, face mask in the
I haven't
end
seen the
zone
clip yet,
for
so.
safety. Safety?
Shasty?
Joe Shasty?
Shasty?
No, we're not talking about Joe Shasty. We're talking about Sam Darnold getting his face flipped around in the
Yeah.
end zone for a safety at the end of
No
the game.
call.
8-point game, one drive. That's the most important drive of the game. Now, we can argue about does one play matter for a
Right,
whole game's
right.
outcome?
Yeah, I can't. Shoot, we've done it in class before.
But
Holy Toledo, that's one
That's a
face
lot of but.
mask.
Yeah.
but
Man, how did they
Okay.
miss that?
Yeah, this was just, they missed a huge blatant face
it was
mask.
right in front of them.
Yeah, but at the same time, as John's watching the highlights,
Yeah, I'm watching the clips, sir. Let's get that right.
At the same time, there was a lot more that went on in this game that kept the Vikings down. I think that this is not a good loss for the Vikings. Not that any loss is necessarily a good
No.
loss, but like I said yesterday night on Sports Pack, this is a team that was 5-0. Nobody really thought that they would make it to 5-0, and now catching 2 straight losses, it's almost like, are they going to free fall into what we thought they were going to be, or are they going to be able to pick themselves back up and continue to win? So yeah, a crazy game last night. Big no call. I don't know if that would have done too much though, because you still have to drive the length of the field. There's so much
you
more
gotta
that
make
has
the
to happen.
2-point conversion.
Exactly. There's so much more that has to happen. So I wouldn't blame the loss just on a face mask, but it is very important to note that no call. This isn't even another. It's just an absolute
a
massacre that happened in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania last night. The Pitt Panthers absolutely mollywopped the Syracuse Orange. It was insane. Kyle McCord threw 3 touchdown passes to the Pitt defense. John, I see you looking at some of these clips. What's going on over there in Syracuse? What's happening to the Orange?
Kyle McCord's starting to look like last year when he was at Ohio State playing against Michigan, man. Sorry, he's looking sorry. I mean, how do you look? Here's a stat line: 35 for 64, 321 yards. What? There's going to be a touchdown or something there, right? 5 interceptions, 0 touchdowns.
He threw 3 touchdowns though, just not to his team. You have to remember that.
For what I'm
He's
seeing,
efficient.
okay, but from what I'm seeing here
Gotta
is
give him
right
some
now
mercy.
is the Pittsburgh Panthers are legit. I
Yeah.
mean, they're 7-0, 3-0 in conference, and they're a team to watch out for right now in the ACC. I mean, they're third place. They're behind Miami. They're behind Clemson. So the other 2 really good teams in the ACC. So they just played a great ball game last night. They showed up and
Against a
showed
good
out.
team. This is not a bad Syracuse
No,
team.
the Syracuse team has really gotten up this year. Now they're 5-2, so it sets them back even further in the ACC. So Kyle McCord, wow, man, what a fly around offense.
Jason.
Yeah, I know Pitt was a team that you've been really high on throughout this whole entire season. You really loved them. Going into the season, what? Is that not true?
No.
Oh, is that not accurate? Oh, I mean, my
No.
bad.
No, that's so accurate. I've been
As of
talking
last night
all
with a
about them all
wacky
season.
number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly haven't been talking about Florida State.
No, I haven't. We've been terrible.
And speaking of that, we got Florida State, Miami. Unless you got something else to say.
Yeah,
about
I was
this
just
Pitt
gonna
game.
say about Pitt, like this Pitt team. I mean, they just showed the world, hey, we're not a fluke, right? Like we're here to contend.
We're here to win.
Like they just played like they could contend for a playoff spot if
Definitely.
they win the ACC championship. I mean, they played like a darn good ball team. So that's something we should be looking out for through the rest of the season. But like Jason, I want to give a little preview of the FSU Miami game simply because my FSU Seminoles have been so bad. I haven't talked about them live all semester, and I just want to give them. I don't even know if
talked
you call
about
it
it
a
since
little
like
love.
week
I think
0.
Georgia Tech was when we talked about them.
Yeah,
But,
give them a paragraph.
A little paragraph. Don't expect Florida State to win this game. Don't expect it to be a close game. However, this is Miami's game to lose. They are wearing their black alternate uniforms. They have 130 plus recruits being there, and for some reason, half of the cast of Outer Banks is there, and it's their homecoming. So Miami is pulling out all the stops for this game. They're
It's
banking
their
on a big win.
homecoming?
It's their homecoming. They're
Who's your
still not
starting
going to sell that
quarterback?
stadium out, huh?
Who's your starting quarterback?
Brock Glenn is
Okay.
starting. I
Okay,
mean, it
good.
doesn't really matter. It's inexperience, whoever's starting. However, I do want to say, if Florida State finds a way to win this game, I will be one happy ginger. That's all I'm going to say on that part. Now, 2 pretty big games happening this weekend on the college football slate that we kind of need to talk about.
Heck yeah.
First one being America's Navy. The Navy midshipmen are playing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at home. The 6-0 Navy midshipmen, I might add, against a 6-1 very strong Notre Dame Fighting Irish team. Jason, what are your thoughts on this game, and who do you think is going to come out on top?
Navy doesn't have enough to win this game, in my opinion. They are having an amazing season. I love seeing them ranked. They deserve to be 6-0, but they don't have the power. They don't have the what am I looking for? They just don't got it in their bag, in my opinion. All around, offense, defense. I don't think that you can line up any guy on their offense or defense, stack him against any player from the offense or defense of Notre Dame, and say they're gonna outperform them. So with that being said, they're having a great season. Don't get me wrong, but Notre Dame's winning this football game at least by 10. And I know I haven't had the greatest. I've been kind of missing the last couple of weeks on my takes on Triple Threat, but that's my take here today.
It's been fun to watch Navy
Absolutely.
and Army absolutely ball out in the way that they're playing their style of game and really perfect. I know Navy's not. Are they strict triple option? Or are they adding a lot of?
They're running some pass plays. They're kind of running the mesh.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, their leading receiver has 430 yards. So I mean, he's doing more than a Navy receiver normally does. in the season.
I know someone on the team, Dabo Fafana. Shout out to you, man. You know what? I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll with you and Navy this weekend. But y'all win this game by 7. I think y'all have such a tricky playbook, and you can figure it out. But it comes down, like I remember when I played football, and we were running triple option stuff and all these other schemes. I said, man, I'm glad I'm not on defense because this is one of the worst things to figure out myself. So I'm gonna roll with Navy this weekend, winning by 7.
Yeah, I really like this matchup. Now, Jason, you kind of said that like Navy doesn't have it offensively.
Oops.
I think Notre Dame's the team that doesn't necessarily have it offensively.
I'm
They have
agreeing with you
not
on
been the
that.
same. they're not a Notre Dame team that's really crazy offensively. Riley Leonard is still good, but he's kind of struggled this season. But this Navy team has scored 34-plus points in every single one of their games. And their defense is outstanding. I mean, their defense has allowed 21 points and under in all their games except one, and that was against a very strong Memphis team. I have this Navy midshipman team upsetting Notre Dame in an instant classic by a game-winning field goal, simply because, yes, it's the triple option, but the incorporation of the passing game on this Navy offense has just made it even more unpredictable.
Navy hasn't played a team like Notre Dame all year. The best team they have played is Memphis.
Yeah, Notre Dame played. He's not wrong. Notre Dame played NIU. What happened?
Anyway, we have another game. Kind of got to move a little quickly through the rest of these. The Missouri Tigers are traveling to Tuscaloosa to play the Alabama Crimson Tide, the struggling Alabama Crimson Tide. Quick pick, John, who's winning?
Alabama.
Alabama, Jason?
Alabama cannot lose this game.
Then I'm going to go on the other side. It's a struggling Missouri team. I just love watching Alabama lose. Shout out Brendan Willoughby Ray. Give me the Missouri Tigers in another struggle bowl. I just haven't seen anything from Alabama that gives me a lot of confidence for this season. They just haven't played well in the last few games. Milroe did not play close to well against Tennessee.
No.
Missouri, they've been struggling. This could be a big game to kind of reassert themselves in the SEC conversation because they are still very much there. Now, Jason, to round it off.
Woo! Start that motor, baby.
There's one thing that's kind of big.
Pretty big deal.
Started tonight. Kind of a big deal. The World Series, I would say kicks off, but that's the wrong term. But the World Series starts tonight. The New York Yankees are traveling to Los Angeles to play the Dodgers. Jason, give us your little spiel of what's going to happen.
Absolutely. So here's what's going to happen. Here's my take. We can go around the table and you can call your picks, okay? But what's going to happen? What is going to happen is it's going to go to 7.
Okay.
We're going to go to 7.
Instant classic.
Oh,
if we don't, I don't like these teams. We better get one heck of a series because I don't want either of these teams to.
I don't plan on watching this unless the series goes to 7.
The stars are out. The stars are playing. You cannot ask for much better than Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. Although
Freddie Freeman.
I mentioned those names because I have some statistics for you for the postseason so far. So the Dodgers, Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani combined have 25 hits in the postseason, 7 homers, and 22 RBIs. Juan Soto and Aaron Judge combined have 16 hits only, 5 homers, and 14 RBIs, and that is largely being carried by Juan Soto. Aaron Judge has not come to play. All right, but like we all
He's
know,
still watching Paw Patrol.
Like we all, exactly. Yeah, Aaron Judge is not bringing the boom as he likes to do with his bat, like he likes to say on Paw Patrol. But like we all know, in the postseason, you have heroes. Okay, it's David Freese type of deal, stuff like that. The guy that has been showing out for the Yankees in this postseason has been Gleyber Torres, Giancarlo Stanton. Everybody knows Giancarlo Stanton has been popping off. He has been hitting some Stantonian bombs. He's been bringing the boom. Anthony Volpe, the rookie shortstop for the Yankees, he's batting .310 right now in the postseason.
He's been playing very well this year.
He is batting. He's battling adversity. This is his first time doing anything like this. Like all season, that's what he's been doing. He's my pick for AL Rookie of the Year as well. So, and yeah, Paul Skeens, get that out my face. Wait, that's NL. My bad. Anyways, don't forget I said that. Forget that. Get that out my face. But I will say that overall, defense wins championships, right? That's what they say. And so that goes down to pitching. Neither one of these teams have been pitching well. Like, I mean, if you look at the games that both these teams have played, like it's constantly like one team loses 10-0 one game, then the next game's like 7-5, 6-4, like stuff like that. So neither one of these teams are playing well at all. The Yankees are performing better starting pitching wise, but the Dodgers bullpen has been coming and they've been showing out to play. So with that being said, very close. I'm going Dodgers in 7.
Yes, sir.
John?
I said the same thing last night. It's a coast to coast matchup. It's a World Series I don't want to see, And you know, all I can think about is Richard yelling last night, "Give me the Atlanta Braves!" That was just funny.
I would just series for that.
The only reason why I want the Dodgers to win is for Freddie. But I remember that they paid so much money for this lineup this year.
They did.
I just give me the Dodgers in 7 because of Freddie. I'm so excited.
So it's just absolutely ecstatic to give that answer. I'm gonna change the tide here a little bit. I've talked about it a little bit on Sports Back, right? As Jason kind of said, the pitching has been struggling for both of these teams, but the Dodgers starters have not done great at all. The Dodgers have had to rely on their bullpen time and time again, which, you know, the Mets are great teams, right? The Mets were a great team. They have a great offense, but it's nowhere near the offense that this Yankees team has. And I know that Judge hasn't gone too crazy, but there's always the ability that Aaron Judge could. Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, they're both insanely great. They can hit the ball a mile. You still got Anthony Rizzo on that team, who might not be who he was, but he's still really good. So I'm going to go with the Yankees in a close series. I know Jason's looking at me like I'm an alien right now because he's going to think that the Mets offense is better than the Yankees for some reason, and I don't think that's the case.
The Mets.
Yeah, that's who the Dodgers played in the CS.
Oh, I thought you had said that the Dodgers offense is not as scary as the Yankees offense.
No, I was saying the Mets offense isn't as scary as the Yankees offense.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, why is he looking at me?
Yes. Yeah, that's very true.
I'm gonna go Yankees in 6. Now, fellas, I think that was probably the best triple threat show we have ever had. That one felt really good.
I liked it.
That one was really fun.
Makes me want to go buy some candy now.
That one, I feel like we just had some fun.
I feel good.
I knew that I would. But anyways.
But thank you, everybody, for tuning in on your this Friday morning, afternoon, whatever it is. Go get yourself some lunch. Go get yourself some Halloween candy and enjoy your weekend.
Toodles.
Toodles.